It's been almost 10 years since Qatar Sports Investment turned French football on its head by gaining a controlling stake in Paris Saint-Germain. Their objectives were clear: turn PSG not only into the biggest club in France, but a brand recognised across the world. Their new president, Nasser al-Khelaifi, spoke of a complete project that would evolve the club in its entirety, and well over €1 billion later, that vision is impossible to ignore. Critics warned PSG could dominate for years to come, and while the Champions League still eludes them, they've only failed to win Ligue 1 twice since the Qatari money arrived. But away from the pitch, how successful has the PSG project really been? And a decade into their reincarnation, what challenges do Les Parisiens and al-Khelaifi still face? Let's find out. Brand PSG. From the moment Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani sanctioned the purchase, an endless stream of stars has rocked up in the French capital. They started by smashing the French transfer record with Javier Pastore, and fast forward 10 years and 17 of the top 20 Ligue 1 transfers ever made feature arrivals at PSG. Even then, few could believe their eyes when in 2017 Neymar arrived for a head-spinning €222 million, more than double the previous world record, before Kylian Mbappe returned to his hometown for a further €145 million. The message was clear: PSG were not to be underestimated. Over $1 billion has been spent on new players and countless more in wages. It's an incredible sum that has attracted intense scrutiny, not least from UEFA's financial fair play. Question marks have been raised over the true value of their partnership with the Qatar Tourism Board, worth €215 million a year, and the price paid for French Champions League and domestic rights by beIN Sports, also chaired by al-Khelaifi. Even their €50 million per year shirt sponsorship deal with Accor Hotels can be traced back to QSI, who hold an 11% stake in the company. However, what cannot be denied is PSG's success in breaking into new markets. In 2019, Deloitte ranked them as the 5th highest revenue-generating club in Europe on €636 million. This was a 17% increase on the season before and jumped them ahead of Liverpool and Manchester City. It also meant they became the 11th football club to break the $1 billion valuation mark. While the signings of superstars like David Beckham, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Neymar helped put PSG on the map, much of their growth has been driven by intelligent expansion into new global markets. One of the best examples of this happened in 2019, when Nike agreed to pay PSG €80 million per year until 2032 to keep manufacturing their shirts. Not only did this land the Parisiens one of the most lucrative kit deals in sport, but included a collaboration with basketball legend Michael Jordan, and the results were instantaneous. That year they reached 1 million shirt sales internationally for the first time and attracted an endless stream of high-profile celebrities to the Parc des Princes. Along with appearances at the New York and Paris fashion weeks, PSG have successfully cultivated a lifestyle brand that extends beyond the world of sport. The club reckon they have 22 million supporters across North America who were previously untapped. Now the club has 15 official fan groups in the USA and 10 soccer schools spread across the country, and even launched a pop-up store in New York. It's a similar story in Asia, where PSG have successfully opened outlets in Shanghai and Tokyo and became the first European club to launch a store in Seoul, South Korea. Beyond merchandising, they've aggressively expanded TV rights deals and entered product partnerships with various high-profile brands in the region. Pre-season tours across North America and Asia have only helped to capitalize on that presence. Clever planning and a global strategy have transformed PSG from an underperforming club to one of the most glamorous in the world. The result is a decreased reliance on money from Qatar, pushing them towards a self-sustaining business model and a permanent place among sports' commercial elite. Academy questions. As part of al-Khelaifi's complete project, the Qatari owners have invested heavily in the club's facilities. Plans are afoot to expand the Parc des Princes capacity to 60,000, having already spent €75 million improving seating and almost quadrupling the hospitality service. This has seen their matchday revenue swell around 5 times to €100 million per year, and the club's training facilities are also set for a makeover. Since 1904, PSG have practiced at Camp de Loge in the Saint-Germain district, with its latest update coming in 2008. But by 2022, a new €300 million state-of-the-art complex will open in the nearby district of Poissy. This will be the men's team's new base, but the women's side will continue to train at Camp de Loge, maintaining the link with Saint-Germain. It's worth mentioning that PSG Féminine have also dramatically improved under the new owners, finishing runners-up in Division 1 on 8 occasions and reaching the Champions League final twice in the last decade. Also moving to the new complex will be the club's academy. PSG are in a unique position as the only major club in the city, with some of the best footballing potential in the world on their doorstep. Prior to the takeover, 80% of the French national side all came from the Paris metropolitan area, yet none played for PSG, and reversing this trend has been a central pillar within the Qatari project from the start. In fact, al-Khelaifi declared his ambition to find and nurture the next Lionel Messi from within the city. To execute this dream, he increased the club's youth budget to €10 million annually. Heavy investment meant by 2019 the academy was named the best in France, ahead of Lyon, who had held the title for 6 seasons prior. But for all their strides and improvements, PSG still don't boast a plethora of world-class youngsters in their first team. Rather, they face the problem of seeing most of their best talent leave the club early on. In the summer of 2019, PSG sold a number of starlets, including Moussa Diaby, Christopher Nkunku and Timothy Weah, for a combined amount of €54 million, all aged under 21 and with the club since their early teens. The year before was a similar story, with Jonathan Ikone, Yacine Adli and Odsonne Edouard leaving for less than €20 million. And that's just the players who've been monetized. Moussa Dembele, Matteo Guendouzi and Kingsley Coman are but a few of the high-profile names who departed the Parc des Princes to sign their first professional contract elsewhere. Today the trio boast a combined market value over €112 million, much to PSG's horror. There are a number of explanations for this exodus of talent. The first PSG club officials highlight is a rule in France that limits the length of a first professional contract to just 3 years. With this restriction lifted elsewhere, many head abroad to start their career, such as Dan Axel Zagadou and most recently Tanguy Kouassi, both playing in Germany. But in reality, the problem lies closer to home. The bankrolling of superstars may have catapulted PSG towards title glory, but as a result, the majority of their talent simply doesn't have a pathway into the first team. This was certainly the case with Edouard, Coman and Diaby, and struck again last summer when Adil Aouchiche rejected the club in favour of a move to Saint-Etienne. The 17-year-old had been a huge success in the youth sides for both club and country, but still decided to leave, with his boyhood club earning nothing. PSG continued their defence by blaming agents chasing higher commission and signing on fees elsewhere, and argue that if a player isn't good enough, it's better to cash in on them to satisfy financial fair play. They also point to academy products like Presnel Kimpembe who've been successful, though most normally live on the fringes of the squad. However, the fact young Parisians are regularly choosing clubs away from the capital reflects poorly on their image. And having disbanded their reserve side in 2019, there are growing concerns that producing young talent is no longer the Qataris' main priority. For all al-Khelaifi's talk of finding the next Messi, it may just be easier to buy the man himself. Conclusion. Behind the scenes, PSG have worked tirelessly to become one of the most lucrative clubs in the world, with a sharp eye for modern-day culture and trends. This alone has earned them a place among football's elite. However, in the eyes of many purists, they're not there yet. Neymar and Mbappe are the figureheads of the current regime, but both face uncertain futures in the French capital, with time running out to extend their deals. Mbappe in particular could be on the move, with foreign suitors waiting in the wings. Should he leave, a new superstar will be required, and it's unlikely that figure will come from the academy. As the brand grows larger, so too does the reliance on big names for revenue and delivering immediate success. The PSG project has moved at an incredible pace, and while a Champions League title remains elusive, there's little chance of the Qatari owners slowing down to accommodate the next potential young star. That could be the real final frontier, stopping al-Khelaifi from realising his vision of a complete PSG project. For as long as a pathway to the first team for young Parisians remains blocked, there'll always be something missing at the Parc des Princes, no matter how much they spend. So that's our take on what's lacking from the PSG project, but what do you think is missing in Paris? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to never miss a video. We'll see you next time.